Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about Ralph Breaks the Internet, the sequel to Wreck-It Ralph. That's right, the 2012 movie. That's right, came out 6 years earlier. Look, I really enjoyed the original Wreck-It Ralph. I think, a lot of people talk about what's the best video game movie out there. And even though this wasn't based off a specific video game, I would consider it the best video game movie. Maybe what video game movies need to do is not actually be based on one particular movie, or maybe just have a little bit more fun with their films, because that could be a problem. I think that's what made the original Mortal Kombat really fun, is that they didn't take it too seriously. And same thing with the Super Mario Brothers movie. I know people shit on that one, but I enjoy it for what it was. I think it was a really bad, fun movie. With that being said, what did I think of Ralph Breaks the Internet? I found this movie to be really enjoyable, but maybe not as good as the original Wreck-It Ralph. I think the original Wreck-It Ralph had a lot of heart to it. And that's not to say that this movie did not have heart to it. I think it did, plenty of it. I just feel a lot of the humor didn't always hit the way I wanted it to, and also some characters did feel like they were missing. There were characters in the original film that had bigger roles, like Felix, Fix-It Felix, whatever, and his newly wife-to-be. They've been married for 6 years. The character from Call of Duty. I was hoping to see a little bit more of them in this movie, because I did feel that they weren't the highlights of the first Wreck-It Ralph, but they did help make it what it was. We don't get too much of them here. This movie is solely fixed on Ralph and Vanellope, and that's not a bad thing. It's great. That's who we want to see. Those are the two characters that made the first movie what it was. And it makes this movie too, but I am not gonna lie. I feel that was one of the things that I felt was missing in this movie a little bit. There were some other, not big issues, but there were some of the new characters were pretty good too, but they didn't really fit that void, and maybe for me they didn't really fit the overall narrative on what the movie was about. I did like some of the newer characters. Like I said, Gal Gadot's character was really... she was a cool character, I'll say. And then we got the little bookworm... Not bookworm. He's like the search engine guy who can search for any... Lots of people are going to kill me for this video because of not knowing these names. But guess what? Look, I'm not an expert when it comes to names, especially when I just seen the movie once, so give me a break. But yes, the newer characters were all fine. Obviously, I think the fun of the movie is really when they go to Disney, right? The Disney.com or Disney, I want it all Disney, or whatever the site is called. They go to the Disney place, and you get to see all the cool, Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, Pixar, all that love. That's right, there's a lot of cameos. I won't spoil it, but you do get some nice little cameos. Some that the trailers I feel spoiled too much on, but there's some that they didn't completely spoil. Obviously, the Disney princesses is what a lot of young girls are probably want to go and see, and if you're taking your daughters to go see that, they're gonna love every minute of that. And even if you are a Disney fanatic like I am, you will enjoy all the Disney references and jokes that go on. Obviously, there's more than just the Disney stuff in this movie. I feel like the Disney stuff was actually one corner of the movie. That's why I think the commercials spoiled a little bit too much of that stuff, where I wish they would have pulled back a little bit. So if you haven't seen the trailers, good for you. You're in for a treat. But if you have, you might be a little disappointed with what they give you. Not too disappointed, but a little bit, because I feel they revealed too much. But the rest of the internet stuff is a lot of stuff that we didn't get to see that I feel like if you are embedded into the internet, like if you use social media a lot, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook, or Amazon or eBay or whatever, you're going to get a lot of the jokes thrown at you in this movie. So for that, I actually ended up enjoying the movie a little bit more than some other people that I went to go see the movie with. With that being said, look, Wreck-It Ralph 2, or Ralph Breaks the Internet, isn't as good as the first Wreck-It Ralph, but it is still an enjoyable film that I would recommend to families to take their kids and go see. Look, if you are tech savvy and you know your ways around the interwebs, I think you'll enjoy it on that level, on how it pokes fun of the internet and Disney itself. But other than that, I don't think... If you find yourself if you're one of those people that don't want to be bothered with a movie that doesn't live up to the first one, I would say go see it and check it out, because I think everyone can find some enjoyableness into this film, and if you have a heart, there's a nice little sweet story in there. So go in just knowing that it might not live up to the first one, but you'll have a good time either way. That's how I'm going to put it. So with that being said, guys, did you see Ralph Breaks the Internet? What did you think about it? Because it doesn't always matter what I always think. It matters what everybody thinks. And that's why I do these videos, to kind of reach out to other people who might feel the same way as me. Maybe there's people out there that did like the movie, just didn't like it as much as the first. And with that, I'm giving this movie a 7.5 out of 10. Definitely, if you're a Disney fan, check it. And with that being said, until next time, like, subscribe, take care.